I just really don't like that dude. You know?
Why though?
Cause I just don't like him. Like, I really don't like him. That's like,
just not your cup of tea. That's just not your.
I don't like nothing about him. I just felt like, you know, he just one of these little arrogant little dudes that's using what he got to shield him.
Old Floyd Mayweather, when I used to go back and forth with people on social media, I don't do that anymore. I own right now somewhere upwards of 100 buildings or more, and in 99% of my buildings are in New York City.
I also want to say a cool thing I saw that you did.
Terence Crawford took a sharp jab at Floyd Mayweather. After news...
Terence Crawford took a sharp jab at Floyd Mayweather following reports of the feds seizing $250 million from Mayweather's mansion. Crawford implied that Mayweather uses his wealth and fame as a shield, suggesting that his flashy lifestyle is nothing more than a fragile facade.
I just really don't like that dude. You know?
Why though?
Cause I just don't like him. Like, I really don't like him. That's like,
just not your cup of tea. That's just not your.
I don't like nothing about him. I just felt like, you know, he just one of these little arrogant little dudes that's using what he got to shield him. He got a lot of security guards around him, and he's in the limelight and stuff like that. But in certain situations, he wouldn't be acting like that.
Do you like him as a fighter though?
Yeah, he's a damn good fighter.
Yeah.
But like his core personality and his way.
Floyd Mayweather said he no longer wastes time responding to online haters, explaining that the younger version of himself used to engage with critics. The undefeated champion shared that he's now focused on his business and personal growth, leaving behind a habit of constantly defending himself on social media.
You know, I found myself in the past, you know, the younger Floyd Mayweather, you know, going back and forth on the internet with different people. But I'm in a better place in my life right now. Mm-hmm. You know, I couldn't ask to be in a better place. So the old Floyd Mayweather, when I used to go back and forth with people on social media, I don't do that anymore because I'm truly, truly blessed, way beyond belief. You know, what's important to me right now is my real estate, my family.
Floyd Mayweather has been dealing with significant tax issues, owing over $22 million in unpaid taxes from 2015, which led the IRS to file a federal tax lien against him. Mayweather petitioned the U.S. tax court for a temporary reprieve, arguing that his assets were mostly restricted and illiquid, and requested more time to pay the debt. However, the IRS denied his request, asserting that he had enough assets to cover the tax bill.
It looks like he's filed a petition with the United States tax court saying that much of his money is tied up and cannot be easily converted into the cash that he needs to pay those taxes. And so for that reason, he's asking for a short-term installment agreement, and that's going to allow him more time to get the cash. Right, and according to the Law 360 report, here's a direct quote. Although the taxpayer has substantial assets, those assets are restricted and primarily illiquid. So the taxpayer has a significant liquidity event scheduled in about 60 days from which he intends.
Floyd Mayweather has publicly asserted ownership of over 100 properties, including a major real estate deal in Manhattan. He announced the acquisition of 62 buildings in New York City, claiming to own them outright without any partners. However, reports suggest that his actual stake in these properties may be more limited, raising questions about the true scale of his real estate empire.
I own right now somewhere upwards of 100 buildings or more, and in 99% of my buildings are in New York City.
I also want to say a cool thing I saw that you did. You donated millions of money and buildings to victims of the LA wildfire. And I saw that. That was a cool thing you did.
I feel like if you're in a position to give back, why not? You know, I have a great team.
You're in a position to give back.
Yes. You know, I have a strong team and a great team, and God has truly, truly blessed me to put me in a position, not just to be able to make a lot of money, but also give back, if not just my time, but also financially.
Did you ever get an itch to get back in the ring at all?
No, not at all.
No.
Not
even a little, not even there, you don't see anything go, I
sit on my couch. I can sit on my couch every week and a wire come every week, millions, every week. That's why I'm Floyd Money Mayweather every week.
I know. But you're so good at it.
Great at it.
Mayweather is renowned for flaunting his extravagant mansions and an impressive array of luxury cars, further cementing his image of wealth and grandeur. His social media frequently offers a peek into his lavish lifestyle, including his vast garage packed with high-end vehicles.
Over here, I'll show you a couple toys. They call this the $1 million garage.
I know we're on television, Floyd, but I think it's necessary for me to say, damn.
Well, we are on ESPN. These are sports cars. It's a sports network. This car costs $3.2 million. This Bugatti right here costs $1.6 million. You ain't seen these toys?
I haven't seen these?
No.
What? Floyd, this is 7 cars, man. Silver, platinum, Miami, black LA, white Vegas.
Yeah, in New York, I got my drivers.
And you got your drivers in New York?
Yeah.
Why? Talk to me about why you make the decision to drive different colored cars in respective cities.
Spoiled brat.
Oh, just being a brat?
Just being a brat.
The 7 cars that you showed me are in excess of $15 to $20 million.
Terence Crawford has publicly criticized Mayweather, questioning both his wealth and his boxing abilities. When asked about a potential matchup between them, Crawford confidently declared that he would come out on top.
So if he was pound for pound, Floyd was pound for pound. You or Floyd, who would have done that? Who would have won that?
Me.
Oh, shit, okay, I'm just asking. Floyd was pound for pound before.
That would have been a hard fucking fight, though.
Man, me versus anybody, I'm going to always say me.
Okay.
Come on now.
In response to Crawford's remarks, Mayweather remained composed, expressing goodwill toward Crawford's boxing career and opting not to engage in any negativity. Crawford, however, has also accused Mayweather using intravenous injections prior to his fight with Manny Pacquiao, an act considered illegal in the sport of boxing.
You guys can use IVs to rehydrate?
We can't use IVs either.
No? When did they change that?
I ain't never. They changed anything. I think that was legal because you didn't know when Floyd fought Pacquiao, that was a thing. That he was using IVs or something like that. But yeah, you can't use that stuff.
You can use the IV to mask performance-enhancing drugs. That's why they outlawed it.
Yeah.
Comparisons between Mayweather's legacy and Crawford's have surfaced, with some suggesting that Crawford is reaching milestones that Mayweather never achieved during his own career.
Floyd versus Triple G. Listen, man, Floyd didn't fight him, and Floyd is an all-time great. But what a missed opportunity. You got Crawford going from 135 and talking about fighting Canelo at 168. It's kind of the same thing, except for Floyd fought a few times at 154. I'm not faulting Floyd for not fighting Triple G. I totally get it. I'm just saying that upper echelon, the reason why I will always have Sugar Ray Leonard over Floyd is the crazy, the insane part of it. What Terence Crawford is talking about doing, he ain't saying, let me meet Canelo at a catchweight. Canelo's undisputed there. Let me go get him.
Triple H has criticized Floyd Mayweather, pointing out his age and involvement in various controversies, suggesting he is no longer the boxer he once was. While Mayweather claims to have earned billions throughout his boxing career, opponents like Logan Paul argue otherwise. Paul alleges that Mayweather still owes him millions from their 2021 fight, citing unpaid portions of his guaranteed purse and pay-per-view earnings. Mayweather has dismissed these accusations, attributing any delays to the typical timelines involved with pay-per-view payouts. However, further scrutiny has emerged as employees at his Mayweather Boxing Plus fitness gyms have protested over unpaid wages, raising additional concerns about his financial practices. These issues have cast doubt on his reported wealth and sparked questions about a commitment to meeting financial obligations.
Floyd Mayweather has made over $1 billion throughout his entire career, but now he's being accused of being broke. This accusation comes from Logan Paul, who fought Floyd Mayweather 1 year ago, which was one of the biggest fights in all of history, selling over 1 million pay-per-view buys. But Floyd Mayweather was paid the majority of the money when it was reported he made $100 million off the fight. For Logan Paul, who handled all the marketing, it's not the same where he hasn't been paid one penny. Now it's because every single dollar made went through Floyd Mayweather's company. Logan Paul said despite them having a contract, he's owed $5 million by Floyd Mayweather that he's just not paying him. And Logan Paul, along with his brother Jake Paul, have bashed Floyd Mayweather, accusing him of being broke. Which Floyd Mayweather is undeniably a pretty bad guy, where he went to jail for 2 months for domestic battery. Which Floyd Mayweather has been accused of domestic abuse by over half a dozen women, including his ex-wife. And it was confirmed in court by his son when he was just 10 years old. But Floyd Mayweather Mayweather took offense to being called broke and said he makes $300 million a month, which is a complete joke because it would mean he has more cash coming in than Bill Gates. And Logan Paul said if Mayweather doesn't pay soon, he's taking him to court. But who knows, maybe Mayweather's money is just a show.
Floyd Mayweather has reportedly earned over $1 billion throughout his boxing career. Yet recent accusations suggest he may not be as financially stable as he claims. These allegations come from Logan Paul, who fought Mayweather in a highly publicized exhibition match that generated over 1 million pay-per-view buys. While Mayweather reportedly earned $100 million from the fight, Paul, who claims to have managed much of the event's marketing, says he hasn't received a single payment. According to Paul, all the revenue from the event was funneled through Mayweather's company, and despite having a contract, he still owed $5 million. Frustrated, both Logan and his brother Jake Paul have publicly criticized Mayweather, accusing him of being broke and dishonest about his finances. In addition to financial disputes, Mayweather's personal conduct has also come under fire. He served jail time for domestic battery and has faced multiple accusations of domestic abuse from several women, including his ex-wife. Allegations reported in court by his son at the age of 10. Mayweather has denied claims of being broke, stating he makes $300 million a month, a figure many, including Paul, have ridiculed as unrealistic, comparing it to the income of top tech billionaires like Bill Gates. Logan Paul has stated that if he isn't paid soon, he intends to take legal action. Whether Mayweather's wealth is genuine or merely for show remains uncertain.
Respect it to a degree, yeah. Is it a 50 know that I think, oh, he the greatest fighter all the time? Nah. Chavez was 80 and 0 at one point. 80. He could have retired at 80 and 0. You go ever top that? No. He just didn't stop, right? You got to 50 and you stopped because of Rocky Marciano.
Right.
So Rocky died. If he wouldn't die, he probably would have kept going too. So and then at the end, you fight a guy that's 0-0 for number 50. How can I respect it?
Yeah.
You feel me? Right. So, I mean, I love Floyd, don't get it wrong, I'm not hating on Floyd, but come on, bro, you fight a guy that's 0-0, Conor McGregor was 0-0, and they let you do that?